Hi everybody, Keith Robinson, Executive Vice President with Better Homes and Gardens. I want to talk today about a concept that Stephen Covey calls sharpening the saw. And what that means is basically if you keep sawing, eventually your blade's going to get dull. And if you don't sharpen it, you can put out just as much effort and get a whole lot less result. And one great way to sharpen the saw is by reading. So those of you that know me, you know I'm a very voracious reader. Every year I set a goal of reading between 30 and 50 books. Yeah, I know it's a little crazy, and most of them have pictures and I use my finger, okay? But it's important that you read and that you start to, another great line that I've heard about it is you get to stand on the shoulders of giants. You get to learn what someone else has often spent a lifetime trying to synthesize and to coalesce down into tight thoughts. And they're going to put it in a book for you so that you can take that information and distill it even further down into how it fits for you. And so I want you to set a goal for how many books you're going to read this month, or at least read a book. And I don't even care, it could be a business book, it could be motivational, it could just be for fun. But when you read, it stimulates your brain, your creativity and your imagination all get engaged and get fired up and start sending you in a direction. So I want you to focus on sharpening your saw. I want you to focus on getting better at your craft. And a great way to do that is by reading. So I'm going to just fire off a couple books that I'd recommend. Some of them are tougher reads, some of them are real easy reads. One great one is Stephen Covey's 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Now I want to be candid, that one took me a couple of run-throughs to get. There's a lot, it's packed with meat. So if you're looking for a nice easy read, maybe don't start there. I also really enjoy Stephen Covey's The Speed of Trust. It's directly correlative to residential real estate because that's what we experience all the time with our clients when they refer us business. There's also another author that I've read most of his books. He's actually a San Francisco guy. His name is Patrick Lencioni. He has a book called The Temptations of a CEO, where he talks about the key skill sets that are necessary if you want to be a CEO, and you guys are the CEOs of your business. So those are just 3 books that I'd recommend. Candidly, there are so many great books out there. Don't overthink it. Just pick one that speaks to you, that sounds interesting. And one other key thing I want you to get. If you start a book and you don't finish it, it's not your fault. There's no such thing as bad readers. There's only such things as bad authors. So if you aren't enjoying the book, if the book isn't working for you, set it down, go pick up another one. It's not a huge deal. In that time and space, that book wasn't right for you, you haven't failed. There's no such thing as bad readers. There's only bad authors. So find a book that you think will speak to you, give it a crack. If you get a few chapters in and it's not creating any energy for you, set it down. It wasn't the right time and space. What's crazy is you'll pick up that same book a year later and it'll be the perfect book for you at the perfect time. So commit to a reading goal for this month. I'm excited to hear about what you'll learn, and go out and make it a great day.